All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on the Team Fit and Fearless call tonight. It is November 14th, and tonight we are going to be talking about basically how to crush your year-end goals. Now, I feel like the holidays can be a time when people like to kind of back off, and you can't. Like, I'm just going to jump right into this call because I feel like I kind of have a lot of content and I'm just going to get to it. So I have 10 tips for you guys, and some of them are pretty basic, but I feel like a lot of times we need a reminder of basically the things that have to be done to keep your business moving forward during this crazy time, because most people are going to want to slack off and wait until the beginning of the year, because either that's when they have new goals for their business, or talking about, maybe customers, they have fitness goals, but they think, it's the holidays, I'm just going to slack off. So what we need to do as coaches is just super important, and we have to stay on top of it and just do it. So basically I'm going to go, okay, here's the 10. I'm just going to go through them one at a time instead of giving them to you all at once. But number one is commit to a program start to finish. And I think this is a great time to do this. I think a lot of you are doing Core to Force right now. And even if you're not committed to that right now, it's a great time to find one, because it is so easy to become a wanderer during this time. And what I mean by that is saying, like, okay, I'm going to work out so many days a week, but I'm not sticking to a set plan. So you say you'll work out. And this is where I was last year, you guys. I had hurt my back, or it was bothering me. So I was just like, well, I'll go on walks. I'll do PIO. I'll do random stuff. So the day would come and I'm like, okay, I have to get a workout in. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I would end up just not doing it. But if you have a set plan in place, a calendar to follow, you are much more likely to stick to it. So you are focused. So you have to stay focused so you don't get caught wandering through these next 6 weeks. Is that how many weeks are left? 6 weeks, I think. 6-7 weeks. So the other thing is we have to set ourselves apart. So most people will take this time to back off, eat puppy chow. I mean, my mom makes puppy chow around Christmas time, you guys, and that is my weakness. Puppy chow, drink drinks, holiday parties, all of that. But we need to set ourselves apart. I'm not saying you can't do any of that, but we need to show up every day. And I mean, showing up on social media, showing up in our challenge groups, showing up for the women who are counting on us to be healthy even during a stressful time. And not that it's always stressful, but it's busy. And we need to show people that it's doable and it's not unrealistic, which is kind of more further in the call. But so we have to be different, set ourselves apart, and we can't let the holidays rob us of our future success. And what I mean by that is so many people say, okay, I'm going to wait till January. That's when the bustle, like hustle and bustle, starts with fitness. People have New Year's resolutions and all this. But if you are not reaching out to people now, and if you're not sharing your journey now, you're going to be behind the game. Okay, so some people might come to you in January, but if they don't see that you are the go-to person in their community or their social media feed that is getting results and putting your health first, then they're not going to reach out to you when that time comes, when they are ready to commit. So we cannot slack off now and expect to have all this momentum in January because it's January. So you've got to put the work in now so you can have that future success. And I'm going to talk about Success Club a little bit later, but I want to just put it out there now to make it a goal to hit it by Thanksgiving. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but I had it kind of under my notes for this fitness part, because if you're sharing your journey, people are going to see what you're doing and you're going to have results to share. And that is what gets people fired up. When they see someone that's similar to them that they can relate to, then it makes them feel like they can do it too. So that was number one, commit to a program start to finish. Number two is drink Shakeology daily. That's just a no-brainer as coaches, being a product of the product. But you have to do it no matter what. I think sometimes over the holidays, maybe people will think, well, maybe I should put it on hold because I have Christmas gifts to buy or whatever. And I'm not saying like you can't do that because of a money situation, but make it an effort to get your Shakeology paid for this month, and I'm saying this for more of your own benefit because you need the nutrition of Shakeology over the holidays. You guys, we're all going to be surrounded by freaking delicious food, okay? And we're going to be lacking nutrients. So you've got to have that Shakeology to give you the energy you need to get through the holidays, to deal with all the family that you're going to be around that may be good or bad, I don't know, and to just actually have that energy you need. It's such a busy time too that I think lots of times you'll go out to go Christmas shopping or whatever, avoid the fast food stops, get your shake, go shopping, like, and make posts about that, like that you have something super fast, nutrient dense, that's going to keep you away from some of that not so healthy food. And then just share the value of it in your challenge groups with the women who are in there and that you're helping right now. Share the value, share some of the ingredients and what it does for them or what it does for you, and why it's important for them to stay on it, especially right now during this time. So that was number 2, drink Shakeology daily. Number 3, practice the 80-20 rule. And I think we all kind of go by this. And a lot of times, like, I say I'm doing 80-20, and then if I look back at the week, I'm like, oh, maybe that was like 70-30 or 60-40, or it just completely switched. But really stick to that 80-20 rule. And what I say that because I want you guys to really live these holidays in moderation. I'm not telling you to not, have that puppy chow or have that, if you drink wine with your family on Christmas Eve or whatever it is, like, still do that and post about it. So I feel like a good way is sharing healthy holiday recipes, sharing, that you're getting your workout in and all of that, but also share that you do still have that time with your family where you have a tradition and you eat not healthy food. Like, we have got to be relatable to people or they're not going to want to join us. So you need to be sharing the good, and not saying that having, wine or pizza or whatever is bad, but share the good and the bad. Don't try and come across as perfect through the holidays, because none of us are going to be perfect. But people are, like I said, they're going to be watching you, and they need to see that this is a lifestyle that they can maintain versus something that they feel is unobtainable to them because it's too perfect, or we only eat salads, or we work out every single day. So be very relatable and practice the moderation in the way that you can still get results with your workout program and with your nutrition. So, really that 80% of the time, eat healthy, eat well, but that 20%, like, rock out that 20%. Okay. Like, make it worth it. That's all I got to say. Cause I love me some holiday food. So that was number 3, practice the 80-20 rule. Number 4, consistently be present on social media. And when I say this, you need to be posting at least 3 times a day. More would even be better, because people need to see positivity during this time. Holidays honestly can be really hard for a lot of people, whether it's because they've lost somebody or because they have family they don't get along with and they're forced to be with them. So we need to be a positive light in people's lives during this time. And it might be a great time for a lot of people, but people need to be seeing that, that we have this community of women that encourage us and keep us motivated, and just be different. Okay. Like, especially with the election and all that stuff that's going on, which I won't get into any of that, but there was so much negativity, and I had to just, like, stay off Facebook for a while. And I'm not saying that the holidays are going to be that way, but I feel like some of that's still around. There's still kind of that negative air, and we need to be different. We need to be positive. We need to be uplifting. So people are, seeing that that's what this is about. Now, if you're like, okay, how do I post 3 times a day on social media? Like, I don't have that much to share. And the best way I can tell you, and I've said this before, is post about your vital behaviors. Oh, I see some chats. Yes. And people appreciate your positivity, even if they aren't commenting or sharing it. I agree. People are always watching you guys. So even if you're not getting likes or comments, people are still seeing it. And they'll come out of the woodwork later and tell you that you encourage them. So just keep that in mind. So posting on social media, post your vital behaviors, being a product of the product, post that you got your workout in. You don't have to say it doesn't have to be like a long post, like explaining what your workout was and what you did. Just say you got it in. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. The end. Post about Shakeology. Don't post your bag of Shakeology. Don't post just your shaker cup, but post something about, you had a superfood shake and you were on the go and you wouldn't have eaten breakfast if you didn't have it and you're thankful for it. Something like that. Be very, very subtle, so we're not being salesy and we're not promoting a product. We're promoting the lifestyle. So being a product of the product, personal development. Do I even have that? Yes. Okay. That's one of my numbers. I was going to say, because I've got a lot to say about that. But share what you learn in your personal development, whether it's in a quiet time or from a devotional or just a personal development book about business or leadership or motivation. Share that. Make a quote, and just post that and what you learned from it. And then inviting. So, that's one of the vital behaviors. Obviously, we need to be planning out our month about our challenge groups, and I'll be talking about that. But making your posts that have call to action so people know that they need to do something. Like they might see that you have a challenge group, but if you don't tell them, comment below if you're interested, they might just sit back and think about it. So give them people need to be told what to do. So posting wise, hopefully that gives you some ideas. I know, I think in one of the new coach training groups, I have, if any of you remember it, it's like post-it notes, and there's like sample posts, like 5 different types of posts you can post throughout the day. Recipes are another great thing. Holiday recipes, especially. I just got on Pinterest. I didn't write any of them down yet, but there's tons of like 21 Day Fix approved Thanksgiving meals and Christmas meals. So get on that and plan a recipe a day or something like that. So you must be present on social media. Do not disappear during this time. So this is going in my 3rd Christmas as a coach, 4th Christmas. It's been 3.5 years. Either way, I see it every time. Coaches disappear during the holidays, and then they magically reappear in January, and they struggle. They struggle to gain momentum. But if you keep your momentum going, stay present on social media, show up. Even if you feel like you don't have a lot to say, show up, because there are people that watch you, that go to your page looking for your post every day. Even if you don't believe it, it's happening. I promise you. Okay, so that was number 4, consistently posting on social media. And then number 5 is improve your skills in one area each week. So what I mean by this is I feel like we all maybe have a weakness, whether it is if you're not really sure how to grow your network, or you're struggling with making, I don't want to say pretty posts, but editing posts, editing pictures to make them look bright and scroll stopping, or you feel like you struggle with how to talk to people. I want you guys to be proactive in this and Google how to conquer your weakness. I hope that makes sense. So basically, if you feel like you're struggling with something, obviously we have trainings, and there's tons of trainings from Janelle's site. There's trainings on YouTube, but know what your weakness is and make it better. Does that make sense? I feel like in my head when I was writing this down, it made sense. But try to improve your skills, because if we're not like trying to make things something better in our business, then it's moving backwards, if that makes sense. And I'm not telling you need to like buy a training that you need to do hours a day or anything, but if you just need like a tip on, how to grow your network, Google it and watch a 5-minute video on a couple tips on either how to run a Facebook ad or how to reach out to people on Instagram or that type of thing. So be improving somewhere where you are struggling. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, what number are we on? 6? We're on number 6. Okay, connect with at least 3 new people every day. Okay. So obviously we need to be working from a list, and in the very beginning, if you're a new coach, we had you make a list of 100 people, but it doesn't have to be that list. Like either work from a new, like the list you made in the beginning, a follow-up list, or a list of customers that have already purchased from you in the past. But you've got to be reaching out and talking to at least, I'd say 5 people, but I said 3 to 5 people a day, whether that's following up, whether that's reaching out to someone who liked your like page or liked a post on your personal page, or someone on Instagram who liked your post. Go to their page, comment on a couple things, send them a DM saying, I loved such and such. Where did you get it? Connect with new people every day. If you are not talking to new people every day, your business will stall out. We will not grow if it is not filled with people. And if you stop and just work with the people that you've been talking to over and over again for the past few months, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So we've got to keep working with new people. So if you're working with your warm market, which your warm market means people that you already know, your family and friends. Yes, Amber, a quiet inbox is a quiet business. Amen. You should always have messages in your inbox that you need to get back to. So your warm market is your family, your friends, people you know. Your cold market are people you have no idea. So if you're a brand new coach, you are going to be working from your warm market. You are going to be commenting on, friends' posts, complimenting them, asking them questions. And this is not, I've said this before on calls, you do not need to feel icky about this. You do not need to feel like you have an ulterior motive, because whether or not our ulterior motive is to someday get them in a challenge group, you need to think in your head that it is actually to someday help them change their life. There are so many people, especially women, struggling out there with their self-worth or just their health in general, their confidence. And if you can start a conversation with someone, and it might not go anywhere, they might never join your challenge group, but you can be a light in their life and change it. That's all that matters, you guys. And so we have got to be, I don't want to say like social butterflies on social media, but that's kind of what I mean. You've got to be connecting with people. Now, if it's your cold market, if you've been doing this a while and you've already, feel like you've kind of gone through your warm market, you need to be talking to those people who like your like page. You need to be running ads. I'm not saying you need to spend a lot of money, $5 a month maybe, to get new people to see your stuff, because someone will see it that connects with your story, connects with who you are, your life stage, whatever it is. So let me make sure I didn't have anything else on. Okay, yeah, just be interested in other people. Try not to be interesting. Ask them questions, all that. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. Number 7, run 2 groups per month. And what I mean, that's not 2 full challenge groups, but at least do 1 free group and 1 challenge group per month. So I know we're kind of halfway through the month, so it's kind of hard for me to say like, oh, this is how you should do your November. We're already there. I probably should have done this call before, but I didn't. And I'm just now feeling like I'm trying to like getting my life back together after having Owen and planning things out. So I don't know if you guys already have a plan for November. If you're brand new, you can start planning out your December. But having a free group is a place where you can offer value to people for free and build their trust. Okay, so this is something, a clean eating group, a busy mom group, a squats and salad challenge, a Planksgiving, like planks and thankfulness challenge, hydration challenge. There's tons of different free groups. Usually do them for about 5 days and then get those filled, like fill those groups, invite as many people as you can to those, and then build relationships within the group and also through private messages. Therefore, you can transition them into a challenge group, a group where they do purchase something or they do make a commitment to something, whether it be a challenge pack, a program, or Shakeology. And if you're not planning groups this month or in December, you are putting yourself at, putting yourself at a, guys, somebody help me out. Putting yourself back behind other people. Disservice. Thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. You're doing yourself a disservice. Okay. So like for November, I am starting my challenge group I have my calendar behind this, the 28th. I felt like it was a good place. Usually I start the 3rd or the 4th Monday of the month. And this was the Monday after Thanksgiving. I felt like it was a great time. And it most likely will be a 30-day group because of Core de Force being a 30-day program, which gets me almost through December. So what that does, it allows me to do a free group in December to get some new people in. And guys, I don't know what my free group's going to be yet. I'm just being honest. Like I have it on my to-do list to plan December, and I've transferred it from yesterday, the day before. I just haven't done it yet. So I will be doing a free group, and I think I just have November in front of me. Let me look at December because I did pick a date. I believe the 5th of December is when I was going to do it. So like that first full week, I'm planning to do a free group. And then I'm trying to decide, and I'd love to brainstorm with you guys, but the health bet, January health bet starts on the 9th. And so I plan to start a group on the 9th of January, and that gives me most of December to hit Success Club. So I'm trying to decide if there should be a group that week of Christmas or the week after Christmas. And I apologize that I have not planned that out yet to like give you guys my best advice. I know Kim asked about this too in the team page, but you've got to have groups planned out. So I promise I'll be getting my December calendar up soon to share with you guys, but make sure you have groups in place so you can have something to invite to. Like that's the biggest thing. Have something to invite to. So number 8 is Success Club being a non-negotiable. And Success Club, I don't want to say it's everything, but if you want to move your business forward every month, it has got to be a non-negotiable, because that means you are helping 3 new people a month. 3. That's it. And I know that it's so much easier said than done, but if you're talking to multiple people every day, you are going to build relationships, and it builds on itself. So if this is your first month, like, it might be kind of hard because you're just now starting, but when you're talking to new people every single month, those people build on each other, and it helps the relationship to keep going. Excuse me. And it helps you to find out their needs and to help them, get them plugged in where you can help them the most. So Success Club by Thanksgiving, like, just make it happen, you guys, because I want you to be able to enjoy Thanksgiving with your family, and in the back of your head, not be thinking like, I've got to get home because so-and-so needs to order and I haven't hit Success Club. We've got to keep our priorities in line. We're doing this business for freedom, you guys, for freedom with our families, with our time. So work hard now. So when you have your grandparents in town, or you're going to your grandparents, or you're seeing your cousins you haven't seen forever, and maybe you want to leave your family, I don't know, whatever the case may be. If you've got some crazies, we all have crazies, let me just tell you. But you've got to just get it done beforehand so you can truly relax over that weekend, where you can really be present with your family and not worrying about Success Club. But you guys, this needs to be a non-negotiable. If you're just in this business as a hobby, that is 110% okay. Success Club does not have to be your number one priority. But if you are in this business to help as many people as possible and to create freedom for your life and your family's life, financial freedom, Success Club is a non-negotiable. It's the only way your business will keep moving forward. You'll be helping new people, and therefore those people can help people too. There will be the ripple effect. And if you're not constantly bringing in new people to get them started on their health journey, they're not going to be helping people either, and the ripple effect will not take place. So, Success Club soapbox. Okay, number 8, personal development. You have to do this daily. Okay, it is so easy to not do it, and that's why I think a lot of people don't. First of all, a lot of people don't do it because they think they don't need it. Okay, that was me in the beginning. It was kind of like, I don't need these self-help books. I don't need whatever. It's so easy to not do it, but it's so easy to just get it done. 10 minutes or whatever you need to read to pull something from whatever you're reading. What did I write down? Many people are willing to negotiate. Oh, yeah. I wrote this quote down. Ordinary people are willing to negotiate. And I'm talking about personal development. Ordinary people will just kind of put it aside or whatnot. But you guys aren't ordinary. You guys are my people, and you guys are helping women, and you guys are freaking rocking my socks off with the posts that I've been seeing lately. The women in my accountability group, the team accountability group, like, you guys aren't ordinary. You guys are a force to be reckoned with, and you need to be filling your cup up daily so you can pass it on to other people. Because if you guys, we all know, if you've been in this business for a hot minute, like for 30 seconds, you know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's so easy to not do the things that you need to do to make it work. I hope that makes sense. I kind of like feel like maybe I said that wrong, but it's so easy to not do the daily tasks that are simple, that'll keep your business going forward. And it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to get your feelings hurt, to feel embarrassed, to feel vulnerable. And if you're not doing personal development every single day, that's going to weigh you down until you get to the point where you're like, this isn't for me. Like, I just can't handle this. It's not for me. But you know what? If you're here now and you're getting on this call, I know you're serious. I know you want to do this, and you're not ordinary, okay? You're extraordinary. Extraordinary. I think it sounds better as extraordinary. But anyways, I'm moving on to, I think we're at number 10, and that is your belief, okay? You have to be passionate in this business, and your belief that it's going to work has to be so deep or you will give up. And that kind of ties into the personal development that if you're not filling filling up your cup and reminding yourself why you're doing this, then you'll quit. Okay. And I'm not saying that to like make you guys, feel bad or feel negative, but if you don't have that belief and if you're not seeing the success you want to see yet, that's okay. It takes time. You need to look at the people who have succeeded, look at the people who have similar lifestyles of you that have succeeded, and success is different for everyone. Absolutely. If you want to pay your grocery bill with your commission check, that is success in my book. If you can do that, if you can help one person start on their health journey and like completely change the course of their life, they're heading this way, rocking the Big Macs, sitting on their couch all day long. And I'm not dogging on anybody, I promise. I'm just saying like the lifestyle that so much of America lives in, that, it's unhealthy. They're uneducated just in, the right things to eat, and that it's so simple to get up and move. If we can take them on a different course and change their life, like that can affect their whole family. And I think that if we lose sight of our vision, and I could get like a whole new call going on your vision and your why and your goals, but you have to have that deep down belief that you're here for a reason, that God either put this on your heart or you just know deep down that you're supposed to do this, and you can't forget it, because it's easy to forget it when we hear the noise of negativity. We hear the noise of family or friends making fun of us, or telling you it's not going to work, telling you it's a pyramid scheme, telling you, like, oh, so-and-so is so healthy all the time, they're not any fun anymore. Like, bye, Felicia. Like, put those blinders on and tell them, like, okay, you don't have to tell them anything, but put your blinders on and do what you're supposed to do. I feel like I'm getting really off on a tangent here, but you have to have a super strong belief that you're here for a reason, and keep at the forefront of your mind, so when it gets hard and you have hard days, you don't give up. So with that, I feel like pretty much I gave you like the basics of what you need to do to just be a coach in general. But I wanted to remind you guys that it is simple to stay on track during the holidays. You don't have to do anything supernatural, or there's no secret sauce, because you will see coaches dropping like flies during this time. It's just a natural thing, but not you guys. Like, I know that you guys, like, I feel like passion from all of you, whether it's through social media or on calls. And you've just got to continue the actual daily things, but maybe even amp it up a little bit, because people need to know that this is something that they can do too, that they can get healthy. They don't have to gain 10 pounds between Halloween and Christmas. Like, it's really a lifestyle that we can manage, and you've got to be building those relationships now with people, because when January comes, people are going to be ready. So, and people need to be ready now. Like, don't tell them to wait till January. You need to be in your post saying, like, you don't need to wait to take care of you. Like, take care of you now. Like, make it a priority now. But there will be the people that wait. They have Christmas gifts to buy, and they have, Aunt Linda and Uncle Lloyd staying at their house for a week, and they just can't handle something new. But you've got to keep relationships going, keep being present on social media, and be consistent in your own journey. Okay. And being consistent in your own journey doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but it means that you're showing up. You're showing up every single day. So with that being said, I hope that some of this was helpful. I know a lot of it's kind of review, but I feel like sometimes we need to hear that doing the simple daily tasks is exactly what we need to do. Like, stay in phase one, stay in the grind of what you did. Like, if you're not a new coach, do what you did as a new coach to move you forward. Like, keep doing the daily things that are simple. This isn't a time to, create, and you guys do what you do if you got time to do all this, but you don't need to be creating new trainings or creating new websites or creating your freemium right now. Like, focus on the tasks that will move your business forward and give it momentum to get through the end of this year, so that you can, like, in January comes, you're like a rocket, like booming, helping hundreds of people. I don't know. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I don't know if any of you have questions or anything to add. I see a yes, an amen, a preach. I'm trying to preach it. honestly, guys, before I got on this call, I was like, I need, and I prayed before I got on here because I just was feeling flustered by life. And I just know that you guys feel that too. I feel like this is a hard time, especially if you have kids. My big kids, my husband was trying to get them to bed. The baby, I had put him to bed and he was already awake again. And then I come on and see you guys' faces and I'm like, oh, it's my people. Like, I'm so glad I can just connect with you guys and have you here to support me. Because honestly, the two accountability groups, my Court of Force group and our team group, is what's keeping me going. Like, I usually hit a wall after 2 to 3 weeks in a program, and you guys are what's keeping me going. And I just freaking love you guys. That's all I'm saying about that, because I'll get all postpartum hormonal on you or something. But anyways, I hope that this was helpful. I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything that they want to add or anything that's been working for them right now. Awesome info. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Amber. Thanks for the love, girl. Video isn't working. Got it. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through here and say if anyone has anything they want to add. And I'm sorry that I don't have like a full calendar set up already for December and January. It really has been on my to-do list, and I almost didn't even do this call. Like, I was like, I got to come up with something else because I don't have, but I still felt like this was information that would be helpful for you guys to just keep going. You know, do the basics, show up, take care of your body, take care of your family, keep your priorities in line, fill your cup up every day. Jana, hey girl, my first call, love it. What a beautiful community. I feel so blessed to be a part of. Yes, I'm so glad you're here tonight. Jana is a new coach, you guys. This is her first call. She just signed up. It was a week or two ago, and I kind of knew you would like this. I could already tell you were going to be my girl. Wine and the Bachelor. We were already talking about it. So, anyways, okay, you guys. I know that y'all have lives to get back to and work to do. So the other thing, though, I wanted to mention real quick, like I said, before I got on the call, this was kind of a stressful time. This is bedtime for my kids, and I know that a lot of you work full-time still. So I'm not planning to move calls during the day as of right now, but I'm debating on maybe going live in the team page on the next Monday. We do this every other Monday, and maybe just going live when it works for my family and you guys can watch the replay, and maybe kind of giving you a heads up. I still might do it at 8:30. I haven't decided, but I feel like I still need to honor my priorities, and my husband needs me with the 3 kids at this time. We've been trying to move bedtime up earlier, so we might be able to still do this, but just a heads up, I will still be coming at you guys with some training or some sort of, pep talks every other Monday night. But just a heads up that might be a slight change of what might happen. Okay, I think that is all. I will get this recording posted if you guys have some of your teammates that weren't able to get on, so you can share this with them. And I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll talk to y'all soon.